Hello everyone, and I think that may be the first time that the Animal Crossing song is like played out the whole time. Very interesting. I didn't even know that. I thought it looped, but I think it only loops when it finishes. So we are looking good. So hello Matt, how are you doing? We have a Warboats update that honestly it was quite unfortunate. I won't be able to see chat, so I'll do this quickly. Check that. Yep, okay, so just make sure it's up to date. Yeah, so basically, the way that the whole thing started is I got this one, and I got this one. Then I got this one, and it said it was a hit. But I believe I'd also had this at the time. So I just assumed that these were the hit, and then these were connected. So then when I got this one in Demon School, and they connected, I was like, okay, these are the, you know, this is a 4 or a 5. So I got this miss in Star Wars. So I was like, okay, so it's definitely this one. Then we got this 4 up and down away. So I knew that this couldn't just be a 4, I knew that would be a 5. So yesterday, this is the one we got. We completed Elimination Round episode in Dicey Dungeons, and I wasn't able to scan it while, like, live, but I did it, and it was a miss, and I was very confused. So it turned out what actually happened the whole time. I thought this was a 5, but these are actually all separate. So this is a 3 that I've got. This is also a 3 that I need to get. This is a 2. This is a 5, these 5 here, and then this is the 4 over here. So the good news and bad news is, I mean, the bad news is I was just completely lost. You know, I'd assumed we need to do this, we need to find the 3 somewhere. But the good news is that means we have now found all of the boats. So the only thing left to do is down here we have to beat the 3rd boss in Crash, which that doesn't take too long. We still have to complete that Jester episode in here, and then we also have to do 20 books in Henry the Halfhead. Now I said I was going to play this yesterday or today, but the way it's turned out, apparently this is very easy, and I've already had to kind of play some of it for other warboats. So I'm just going to do this off camera, and then we'll come back to Henry the Halfhead at some point. But yeah, so all we have to do, Dicey Dungeons, do that off camera, and then Crash, which I would like to do on Twitch if possible, but it depends how much time we have, you know. Yeah, the fact they're all next to each other is so confusing. Yeah, because I was actually, this was ages ago, this was like 3 years ago, but I said for like subscriber milestones that when I got to 100 subs, I would platinum, because my first ever video was Crash 1. When I got to 100 subs, I would do Crash 2, 1,000 I'd do Crash 3, and then 10,000 I'd do Crash 4. And I hit 100 and 1,000 like quite quickly. And I just never did the videos, and I actually did play Crash 2 and I didn't like it that much. And then while I was editing it, I was like, I can't I don't know how to like make this into a video. So I think for Crash 3 it would be better if I did it on Twitch, because then if anyone ever said, I mean that's the thing too, no one ever put it up that I like scammed on the mouse ones, but if anyone ever did say like where's the Crash video, they'd be like, well, it's on Twitch, you know, I don't have to edit it. Yeah, good morning guys. It is a bit late for me, I mean it's 3:30. Again, it's just like, I'm trying to get things, the YouTube video sorted before I go away. And then things just keep, you know, time's getting away from me. But we do have, I mean, I have no plans for the rest of today. I mean, technically I still need to edit some stuff, but I was like, I should get on, we'll do some Dicey Dungeons. I would need to find out where my camera goes. I believe it's going to go down here in front of the guy. I think that makes sense. So we'll put him there for now. Because we've played this twice. Amadillus. I've just seen there's challenges up here. Oh, the challenges are the achievements. Okay. Yeah, so like I mentioned before, the way you get the Jester is you just need to fight him on. You need to fight him on the 1st floor, then he'll show up at some point on the 2nd floor, then he'll show up in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, which I believe is the boss. I looked back at the VODs, I've only fought him on the 1st floor. So it basically just means, I mean, it's annoying because all of the guides to unlock him are basically just saying, like, keep playing the game, because he will show up by the time you've got the platinum, you know? But it's like, I just want him now, I want to skip to him. And that is also, this one here is for completing 12 episodes. which obviously we don't need to do. So technically, I don't want to. I want to somehow get the Jester without completing 12 episodes. Which, you know, is that possible? Am I going to have to like replay ones I've done? You know, I do not know. And Matt, I don't know, because I was hoping on getting. I want to get them all up every Wednesday. You know, once the first one's up, I want to get the next 3 episodes, 3 videos up in 3 weeks. But just because, so I'm away on holiday on Wednesday, and I'm back on the following Wednesday. So obviously that whole week I can't edit. But if I manage to get the first 2 videos done before I go away, then I can schedule them, and then that means when I come back, I can just quickly do the 3rd and 4th. Otherwise, I think what might make more sense is if the first video goes up when I come back, like on the Wednesday that I'm back, episode 1's up, then episode 2 would have already been started, and then it's an easier catch up. Yeah, so I mean, soon they'll be up like in June, I guess. Like, because if they don't go up next Wednesday, they'll be the next week, and then I'll have time to actually get them done. And yeah, we're going to type this for what do you call it? Like a destination wedding. There you go. Not mine, but yeah, it should be fun. I'm nervous about like the weather. You know, I'm a very pale boy. But wins 1, losses 4. Yeah, I was going to kind of look into like what things there are to do there, because I've only found like a few, like it's like archaeological stuff, you know, like there's like, I guess not Greek gods, but there's stuff like that inside this. But the hotel is all inclusive, so I don't even know how often we'll be leaving. Okay, so what I think we should do today is we could do level 3, which does seem interesting. There's like a gimmick to it, but I guess we should just start on the other guys to see what's going on. So I believe each of the other guys all have their own equipment. You know, like, I think that's how it works, or at least mostly. Yeah, so basically, hopefully today we'll get closer to unlocking the Jester. I might have to do some over the weekend. You know, like, even if I just, because I believe that technically I could just load the game up, beat the Jester, and then die, and then keep doing that, and then technically I'm not progressing off camera. And then that means on Monday, I'll be able to go live and just do the episode. And then hopefully if we do that, on Tuesday, I'm getting new glasses, so I need to be off earlier. But on Tuesday, I would be able to quickly play Crash 3 up to that point, and then that means Warboats is finished. And that would mean I've managed to sync all of my boats other than the first week where I couldn't find it too, which is very annoying. Okay, so yeah, so as the thief, we've got the dagger and the lockpick, and you also get one of the enemy's equipment. I'm not sure if it's the same. You know, I don't know if we would always get the woof woof woof, but so we're going to split the 4 into 2 2s, and then play the 2s into this. And I don't need to turn my. This game's like super loud. I'm at like half volume, and it's like, you know, loud. Okay, so how do we? Is there a way to see what our shoot or limit break is? I'm pretty sure something. I think you get like 5 1s, I believe. Okay, so if we split these, yeah, we split the 2. Actually, there's no any point in doing that. I feel like a lot of this game is just like being confused. Okay, so he's got a few there, but we're gonna hit him with the 2. Oh yeah, actually, so every turn you get a different one of his equipment into this one. Pea shooter, we put 5 dice in it and we get 2. We do 2 damage. Okay. Yeah, so stealing the equipment into this one, because it, like the way that this guy works, I realize actually. So where does the camera go in this game? Do we just go in the top left actually? I can go a bit smaller as well. I don't know, but I feel like then I'm like, oh no, actually, is it down? Can we go down here? And then if I flip, transform. Is that good? Because then I feel like I'm like looking at the thing. Actually, I need to move my OBS over. Yeah, no, then I'm looking at it the opposite way. So I shouldn't have flipped it. Apologies. Flip horizontal. Okay, yeah, because now when I look at it, I'm looking at it. And then hopefully, I mean, things might pop up down here, but you know. Okay, so yeah, so what's interesting is we want to split big dice into small dice, but then when we get something like this, we can just use our big dice. And then do we just do that? And then hopefully win on the next turn? I know we do have our... See, the limit break thing is so interesting, I never know when to do it. Just, I feel like, because I'm saving them for like a hard enemy, but obviously if the enemy is easy and hard, if that makes sense. Like, you just don't know. But the floor one is finished and the Jester has not appeared. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is, like, if I really wanted to, obviously I wouldn't do this one here because it's so boring, but technically I could play up to the first floor. If the Jester's not here, then I could just quit and then do it again. And then keep on doing that until he's at the third floor, and then maybe when he's at the boss I can save it for Twitch. You know, I don't know if he automatically shows up. I'm guessing maybe he does. So we've got some 6s, so we can poison, I guess. And then... like, so what's the mass on this one? Yeah, either way we're doing 2 damage, but there's a... Like, so basically when you split the 6, it can either become a 5 and a 1, a 4 and a 2, or 2 3s, or and obviously the opposite. But so I can either play the 6 now to do 2 damage, or I could use a lockpick. And either way we're going to do at least... I guess we could get a 5 and a 1. But the maths on it makes sense. Yeah, okay, so... oh no, actually, yeah, because now we can still play the 1 and the 5. Okay, so maybe we actually did want that. Saying you were doing 3 damage. Yeah, I guess the best... You would have wanted 2 3s, but... So we don't have enough for the poison? It's not going to come back to us, is it? I wonder... We're gonna... we might waste our Fury here, but I'm like... Though 4 1s, okay. Nice. So like the dagger guy, he's always, they're always like a poison kind of guy, you know? So... I think we might die here. I think I'm getting baited by the poison. See, the poison is good. It should take 10 damage if we can get it. But we have to use our limit pick again. Whereas we could just be doing like 5 damage and then yeah, I think I'm getting baited by the poison. So she just, yeah. Oh, she take... Ah, okay, yeah. She also takes less damage. Uh-oh. Yeah, she was taking... She had 6 poison, but she only took half the poison damage. Can we split... I'm sure you can split 1 into 2 ones, can't you? Yeah, okay. Okay, so I realised that... so we have now lost. Even if I use my Fury, we'll get 4 1s. I may as well do it. Nice. God. Oh, we won with the poison. Okay, right. Very into this, and I did not think that was going to happen. On an odd, you deduce 1 helmet damage from each attack. What even is that? I've never seen that in my life. No clue. And we're doing it, yeah, so, I mean, I celebrated there because we managed to win somehow, but we are now against the marshmallow. And we cannot heal. Did you just 1... It must mean like physical. Right? So let's split the 2. Deduce by 1. Take less damage from every attack. Maybe it just means like, it's just armor, you know, like full on. So we'll do that, and we'll do that. There's a chance we survive here. No, he's gonna hit us for exactly enough damage. Okay, well, to be fair, we are looking for the Jester, so that was a, you know, we didn't want to do that one anyway. See, I thought that when I was looking at it, I was like, I thought this guy's the Jester. The Magician. Okay, so we're doing that. And I guess doing that. No shield. Yeah, so there's... What's the difference between... There's like shield and helmet. Blocks incoming damage. Okay, blocks... Because, so one... The armor is blocking damage and the helmet is... It reduces damage by 1. Are those 6 ones with a 6? Or are those 2 ones? Is that good? Because the point is that he, you know, you can't really use... Yeah, I guess the idea is that we can dump... If we get like a 6 and we can't use it, we can dump it in here. But I think that's kind of pointless because surely eventually we're going to get a... Like something that we can use instead of just dumping a 6 in. You only get that. And I'm thinking like, so well, there's no point using, I mean, we may as well use it because we can use it, but there's no point using the lockpick. It just takes longer to attack. I'm sure there's some kind of way that it would make sense, but... Okay, so we're going to do 8 damage. So we're going to split. And I just hope he doesn't get a 5. Okay. At least he's just doing 10 damage once. And we did get our... We got our Fury. But I'm going to keep it... Because we've played so long with it being called a Fury that... That's just what I'm going to call it. Okay, the Jester. Yeah, so the Jester's here. So we're starting. We're making our way. So basically, if we kill him here, then on a future run, he'll show up on the 3rd floor. And then it keeps going like that. So it does seem like, you know, technically it does take at least 6 runs with, like, proper RNG, like, to actually get him. So it will take a while, but... We'll see. Okay, so if we get a 1, we can deal 5 damage with these 2 dice. Let's do that. Then... Yeah, so then this is when we play the ones that we can play, and then we dump our 5 into here, because then we can put a 1 in there to get 2 ones. I like the idea that using it, if using a dice against this guy just freezes our dice. Yeah, so I think we just hit him like 4 times. So we can do that, then do that, and then do that. So he's going to burn our dice now. Dodge next attack. I forgot, we just leveled up, didn't we? So we don't want to level up now. Or we don't want to take too much damage now. But I don't really know what I'm doing. 5, he's going to dodge your next attack, which is not good, but I guess, I don't know, maybe we can... Can we do it? Yeah, so I can't remember if dodge goes away after a turn. I don't know, we may... I guess we'll just do that then. Oh, okay, I shouldn't have used that. Okay, oh god. I know, but we can attack him. Yeah, it's fine. We can attack him once and he'll dodge it, and then attack him 3 more times. I kind of want to use my limit break. But I guess we don't have lethal. We should only use it when we know he's going to die. So he's going to freeze our dice again. Which is not bad for us, to be fair. Yeah, so now we can kill him. But, yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Especially, I think we have 2 heals waiting for others outside, so it's not ideal, but... Yeah, so that was not great. I don't like the thief. He's not... I'm not feeling him yet. We are early though, to be fair. We don't have the cool stuff. You know, the crystal sword. Yeah, so we're going to heal up, just because technically this fight's important. I think he has like 50 health as well. That was another giant dice where you're equally doomed, so there's no point in getting to know your names. 32, okay. So what does he do? He always does 2 damage. Okay. So, you know, if we put a 1 in there, it does 2. So, I think we want to start with that. Yeah, so we put in 1, it does 2. We put in 5, it does 2. We put in whatever, it does whatever. So I guess our 5s are kind of pointless at the moment. Is it worth it to turn a 5? Yeah, this feels stupid, but I feel like using a 5 and a 1 gives us more 1s, and then we can use our 5 here. And then do 6 damage. You can use do that once. Okay. Okay, so we've wasted 2 attacks. Is it worth using? Yeah, I think I'm going to use the 4 1s just to do some damage to him, and then he's going to attack us and we'll get some back. I don't know, I just assumed the stuff on the side was infinite. And then what? So now he's going to do something else. So he's going to do slightly more damage. Okay, so but same thing. We want to use the 1 to do 2. And then we want to split the 4, I think. Yeah, because then because this will do 4 damage no matter what. See, that's the thing that the thief has. He has like so little. He doesn't do any damage basically. Oh, we can't die after getting. You know, we got the RNG. Yeah, so I mean, if he gets any dice under a 3, then he's beat us. I feel like there's no. I don't think there's any way we can beat him. So we'll just do that. The 4. We'll put the 4 in there, I guess. It's not as well because I think if we had survived this, yeah, which we've not. If we had survived it, I think we could have maybe killed him on the next turn. But at least we know that the Jester exists, you know. Okay, I feel like we need to just get good with this guy. Pete, it's not going well. It was going well yesterday and the day before, but so far, you know, I've been live for 15 minutes. I think I've lost 3 times. Okay, so if we have an even, we do 4 damage. Okay, so that's more than that. And yep, I'm playing kind of weirdly as well because I actually want to only unlock the Jester. I would like to not. Wait, I can win 11 episodes. I don't want to win more than that. Okay, so if we split the 4, there's a low chance of getting an even back. So we just let the 4 do 4, and then we win. Again, not. I did see. I was looking on PSN profiles, and they were saying. I guess this is not the most fun one, but they were saying that the 3rd computer episode is very easy. So if I keep on dying, I might switch to that, just getting it to see like what's going on, and then hopefully that will let us get the Jester a lot quicker. Yeah, so there's no unless there is a reason, there's no reason to use the lockpick. Okay, so if we split a 3, there's a chance we'll get a 2. But you know, you're guaranteed to get a 2. And I think I'm sure we're level up now, so we'll just win. Nice. Okay, no Jester this turn. Okay, so we're gonna go. I don't even know. Yeah, let's go up to the chest. Because we need. I mean, that's it. That's the reason I'm not enjoying the thief so far. Is that we've not like got this stuff yet. You know. Okay, so deal 6 damage for 8 dice. You burn a dice. It's kind of weird. I feel like but I mean, we do have like an unusable 6. And it's not really worth turning a 6 into 2 1s. So I think we split one of the 6s to see what happens. Yeah, okay, and then we use the... I mean, it's a bit of a waste. I think it's just, we attack with them. And then, yeah, I don't know, I don't care about the... You know, using 6 to do 2 damage. I think we just overkill this and then... Yeah. Okay. If I have a 4... So let's split the 6. Okay, nice. And then we can play the 5. And we almost win, and then this is the thing, it's like, is it worth using the limit break to do 1 damage? Probably not. The bump is back. Okay, so let's go this guy and get to the shop, and then because that will let us see what stuff we're playing with like the most. Okay, so play a 6 and you do 3. Yes, I think we want to bump the 6 to get a 1. Then split the... I'm thinking maybe split the 4 to get a higher... I mean, then we can play all 4. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to play the 6, split the 4, and then play all these. Yeah, and now it's like, do we want the 1s now? I think we do. So he's got doubles, so then he just... Like, okay, I thought they all... yeah, okay. They all go down by 5, so how it works. Okay, so... Okay, same thing, we're gonna... So I can play... I'll get 1, 2... I can do 6 damage, or I can play them all to do 3 damage. Yeah. So we should bump 1 first. And he's going to do a lot of damage if he... Yeah, okay, yeah. So let's bump the 6, then split the 4. Actually, we'll split the 6. See, now we're getting into the poison. Inflict 1 poison, you can do that 3 times. With use of countdown of all equipment by however much. That one not like crazy? Like if you had... See, I wish you could now, I wish I could look at my stuff now. But like the one that's like... I basically, if you had like multiple countdown ones, you put 1 6 in here, and then they all play. That isn't... I'm liking the idea of poison, but that is very... I mean, that seems overpowered to the crowbar. Depends what you need stuff with it. Yeah, so like, I only have the 1 now. But if I had multiple of these, I could have another slot where I put in 1 6, I get like 5, or I get like 4 1s. Like, how many of these could you have? You need like an attack. You would need a lockpick in that. Yeah, so you could have a dagger, 4 snake eye charms, and a 1 crowbar. Put a 6 in there, and you get 8 1s. And obviously the snake eye charm is like, it's not even good. You know, you only get 2 1s. There'll be better things. Okay, so we did heal. Duplicate a dice, reduce 1, how much damage, whatever that is, and steal money. Okay. We do have a space. I think we're gonna leave it. But then maybe even after this fight we can come back and investigate. I realised actually, I thought this was a safe space down here, but we're covered in one of the dice. I think that's the thing. I think the game, it keeps on like moving things. Even, I was going to put myself up here, but then the dagger has moved. Maybe actually, we don't need to see end turn, you know? That seems safest. I don't want to make sure, I've got like a dot shadow on the camera, I don't want to hit the time, but... Okay, so... We can do 4 damage. See, this thing is, this is like, we can either do 4 damage here or split the 4 and do 4 damage that way. I'm like, there's no difference on that. Also, if we had a 6, it'd be different. I guess if we didn't have the lockpick, is the thing. You know, we could technically, the lockpick seems like vital for this guy, but we don't actually need it. So, yeah, like, is it stupid to go all out into poison? We can do 3 damage on the first turn, which isn't a lot, you know, it's 1, 3. But we can do 6 damage on the second turn, or maybe like 5, I don't know, because it goes down by 1. No, we'd go back up, wouldn't it? No, yeah, we'd go to 5. You get 3, then it'd go to 2, then to 5, then to 4, then to 7. I like the, you know, we'll just see what happens. So we'll split the... Oh, we have to get 2s, I didn't realise it. Okay, we'll split the 5. Okay. Then we'll... Yeah, so then I think we're just going to do this. Play the 4. Then bump it and play the 4 again. I may actually use my, you know, we're going to... Oh, that was actually... I mean, it was a bit of a mistake, but... We do manage to get full poison on him, so... Okay, so he's going to blind us and then do 6 damage. I do wonder, how does blind work on the AI? You know, can you even blind an enemy? So now we're going to play the 6. I guess we should see, can this go in? Yep. It's going to blind us and do another 6 damage. And then we win if we just do that. Yeah, so if I can, like, I just want to go all out into poison, if possible. So again, do we want to buy it in? The only one I'm thinking is duplicate a dice, but doesn't really know what. You know, would be... I'd be duplicating like 1s and 2s. I feel like that's kind of pointless. Okay, so I think we want to go for the upgrade first. We also do get the healing. Fireman is weak to ice. Okay, so I think I kind of want to just do the 6 on him. And then... poison him 3 times. Okay, this is not ideal, but maybe this is when we use our Fury. Guess we use a 6. You might actually do that. I'm going to poison him 3 more times, and then I guess we can just split that and hit him twice. Yeah, the poison's very into this, and I feel like we're weak with it now because we only have like 1 thing, but you like, because now we need to do the maths, he's going to take 4 damage, so we'll only need to do 6 to kill him, which I could do, but then obviously we take 2 damage. I'm thinking then, like, what if we poison him once? Then he takes 5. Yeah, so either way it takes 2 turns. It's just the fact that the dice is burned down, like, that's when he touched them, but maybe we have to. Was 27? Yeah, I think I might just bump that and then play that. And I'm pretty sure he dies anyway, but then that definitely kills him. We'll level up on the next fight. But see, what was the poison upgrade? We can now do it 5 times per turn. I mean, that's like, basically, it almost doubles our attack. That makes that also a lot better. Bump you can use twice. Split a 6 into 3. Okay. And then the dagger just goes up by 1. Yeah, I think we're going all out into poison. Then we are going to Yeah, I feel like we may as well heal now. Even though we will heal after fighting this guy, I just don't want to die, you know? Okay, so... we can now... yeah, I think we just want to poison. I was thinking, is there something I could do there to get the 5 poisons, but I don't think there was. I was going to do 11 damage to us. So we'd be on 5 now if we hadn't healed. Oh, I forgot that's only 2s. Okay, I think we're gonna limit break now. And then... bump that. Then attack with that. So, he's very close to killing us. But we kill him, we need to do 4 damage to him. Or just put the poison up. So let's split that. And is that it? Can we... so you'll be at 10, 9, 7, 6, and then he'll die. Nice. See, the poison's just fun. Okay, level up, get another dice, so that's more poison. Get 2 of whatever you put in next turn. Okay, so that, I mean, that's actually kind of decent to have, like, if you have something left over, you can just shove it in to double it. Okay, we're very high. So, see, this is when turning a 6 into 2 ones is actually more useful. Because we need, if we were to split a 6, it's, you know, like I said, it's either a 5 and a 1, which is good, a 4 and a 2. Oh, actually, I guess it's always good. Unless you get 2 3s. If you split a 5, you'll always get at least a 2 back. Yeah, so let's start. Let's just hit him. Split a 5. So we can at least do 1 poison. Then bump a 6. You get another poison. Then use a 6. Then I'm thinking, I wonder, oh, so actually it's only once per battle. I was thinking, like, do you get a dice back, or does it just make one of your dice that? But I assume this does mean you get, like, a bonus dice. But that's why it's only once per battle, you know? So you can't just, like, spam. Okay, so he's making a 6. The shock is, okay. Hopefully our poison doesn't get shot. Okay, the dagger was shot. But we've got a good... you know, we're gonna... poison, 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 split, poison, poison. I mean, that's basically like a perfect turn. I do think maybe what we need is shield. You know, if we could poison and shield, then that's, you know, game's over. Okay, so now we need to do 4 damage to him, or just put more poison on him. I mean, actually just do the more yeah, we'll do that. Split the... is that good enough? That's fine, actually. I don't really care. Yeah, we need to do 1 damage to him now. So if we do that, we may as well just do that. Okay. We're getting there. The thief is starting to show himself to me, you know. Survive the next fatal blow, split a dice in 2, heal 1 health. Okay, the heal could be... I mean, you only heal 1. But basically, I feel like the snake eye charm is kind of pointless. Even the lantern is kind of pointless. How much? We have 8 coins. Could we buy both? I do think we need to split a dice in 2 is very good. So we'll do that. And just for niceness sake, we'll put them both in the middle. Yeah, then I'm like... the healing? Healing on an... I mean, this means we can use 5s. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I feel it's slightly pointless, but I also feel like the lantern I'm never going to use properly. So I may as well just get rid of it. But yeah, if we... it means we can now use our 5s to heal. Okay, this floor is kind of scary. There's not much healing going on. But we do... I mean, we level up after... what, 2? Yeti is weak to fire. Okay, so he's a freezer. Okay, so we've got a very high those, so... yeah, so I think we want to split the 4. and then poison twice. Then we can also... Yeah, I think that's what... So then we split. Yeah, we only got 1-1. Then... Yeah, we can't do damage, so I guess we just do 2 5s in here. Yeah. Yeah, so the healing won't do much, but it's useful for, like, anything left over. And even, you know, if we heal once every turn, every fight takes about 5 turns, so we're healing 5 times. Obviously we're taking damage out that time as well, but... Yeah, so we could freeze all his dice, but don't... Yeah, it's funny, if we freeze his dice, then he'll freeze our dice, then we'll freeze his dice. I mean, honestly, that could be an idea to make him give us ones again. That's stupid. And then, yeah, he can only do 1 damage, so I guess actually we're going to split the 1, then we're going to split the 1. Yeah, then we're going to use the 1s to make him only have 1s. To then put 4 poison on him. Sure. I was thinking, it's like, when do we use the limit break, you know? Yeah, so now he's got 1, so now, yeah, he's going to use 2 of them. He's going to attack us first, actually. And then he's going to give us more 1s. Poison him. Okay, we're starting to hit the synergies are coming in. So same thing, we're going to split them. These them back. Also, I think if we wanted to... I think now we heal more than he attacks us. So we could actually just sit here and heal. Obviously we have poisoned him, so yeah, he's going to die in 2 turns, but... Yeah, so he only does 2 damage to us, but then he lets us heal 6 times. Let's just do that. He's not going to be frozen anymore, but... Yeah, maybe I should have killed him. But I mean, at least I was thinking that things were possible. Yeah, so now, because we didn't get his equipment. So he's now going to do 4 damage back. So we still, you know, we've made a profit technically by stalling. And then yeah, because he is going to die, we should just heal again. That's fun. You know, it would have been funny if we leveled up there. You know, that was all pointless. Okay, so we'll do the chest first. Doubles poison. See, that is good, but that's like so high. But I mean, I guess maybe now we'd have to get rid of healing, which, you know, like I said, it's not actually that useful. Yeah, like on the, I mean, 24 so much. We'll look at this first to see. Inflict shock, burn, and freeze. Okay. And I'm guessing, are level 4? Level 4. Yeah, 24 is just so much. You know, it's 4 6s. And we're using basically all of our... You know, I know this might sound stupid, but basically on the first turn we're doing 5. Then on the second turn we are doubling it up to 10. And also on the third turn we're only a third in it. But... Exactly, see, this is where... When I was younger I actually said, pay attention because you'll need this for Dicey Dungeons. But yeah, it's like, because we already technically are double it, and when it gets to that point, once we're doing 15 poison, but like once they're at 15 poison, they take 15 damage, then they take 14, then they take 13. You know, it's like, that's a lot. That would be like a full... I mean, most of the enemies in the game, I think the bosses have like 80. So if we're doing, you know, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, that's like, I don't know, we're at like 60 at least. So I'm like, do we need to double it? Then I guess we don't need to heal as much if we're killing more. We'll swap out once to see. Maybe I should have healed. Maybe well, I should have went for the guy at the heal. Yeah. So now I guess we should play towards. Look how many dice we got. Okay. Yeah. So if we fully poison. And then get this, And it's like, we don't even have to, we just have to get it ready to go. And then once we get to like a certain amount. What happened there? Oh, they have to be odd. Okay, wow. Yeah, so now we can double our poison. Already. And we can use this multiple times. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, so we should do this. I wish we could play the 4. Yeah, so if we do this, he goes up to 16. And then we can continue. Yeah, I don't know why. I kind of thought it was like a one-time thing. That's what I was thinking about it. Yeah, so now, technically what the... You know, like, we're playing towards low dice to poison. But technically now, once we're at like 15, there's no point adding any poison to him. We should actually be, you know, if possible. Obviously, there's no point doing it now because we only have ones. But if possible, we should just be getting the blight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can get it up by 8. Yeah, see, that's the thing. If you don't get the high those, but I mean that's so now we have a use for both. Yeah, that's gonna be. I think that's good. Okay, so we're just gonna play all these, and he actually dies if we can. Yeah, so he dies. Okay, so maybe that double. I know I was kind of against it, but yeah, it's good. Adds 4 poison. Okay, wait. Next equipment has 1+ use this turn. Okay. Kind of. Yeah, that's really pointless, I think. 10 for 2 6s. I mean, that one's interesting because at least with the one that was like 8 for 2 1s, wherever it was, or is it 6 for 2 1s? That's like you're going down, but putting in like 2 5s to get 2 6s. Yeah, 12 add 4 poison. I don't mind it, but I do feel like we have a good thing now with being able to lockpick a 1 into 2 1s, then or being able to lockpick a 2 into, or even a 3. If we get a 3, we can lockpick it into a 2 and a 1, then lockpick the 1 to get another one, and then bump in 6s to get 1s as good as well. So I feel like we're like finished, I think. So we're going to level up, I think. So there's no point not healing. Yeah, I think all I want now is upgrades to what we've got. So I can curse the enemy, which is very interesting. Okay, so let's lockpick the 3, then the 1. Then yeah, just do poison, and then bump one of these, and then shove them both in. Yeah, so I think at this point, the build is like kind of solved. You know, we know exactly what we're doing every turn. We just need to like survive, you know. So the good thing is that this guy gets more powerful the more you, like the longer the fight goes on. But the good thing is, so do we. We actually get that his thing as well, but I guess we don't need to use it. So, what should we do first? Let's bump the 6. Okay, we have been cursed. I forgot about that. Okay. So I think we just want to... so annoying. Basically, if we lockpick the 5, we can get a 4 and a 1. I guess maybe that's it. Do we just bet on what we have? No, actually, let's shove these in and see if it works. Yeah, okay, so this one works. So this means these are higher than a 2. And the chances of them being lower than a 5 are high. You know, they're either a 3, 4, 5, or 6. But it's 50-50, I guess. But they're either lower, which is good, or exactly the same, which is the same, or higher, which is bad. So it's actually better to lockpick these, I think. And I wonder if will that unblind them? Oh no, it keeps them blinded. Okay, so I guess we shouldn't do that. That's still too high, so that means that was a... I mean, yeah, that could have been a 4. But this will be low enough. Yeah, okay, so... Unless, if that was a 6 and we've got 2 3s, which is possible. So what I'm going to lockpick this one. Yeah. And then these are both too high, so we should shove them all in here. Maybe, do we want to... No, there's no point in doing 1 damage. So is it a 9? Okay, that was a 6. So do we want to double our poison now? No, I don't think we do, but can we... I mean, we can't... I'm going to use the Fury now. to get more poison in. Do 1 damage, and then double it. Okay. Not good. But at least we're not cursed. Then we've got the game. You know, the game was nice this time. It gave us exactly what we want. Poison, 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 poison. Nope. So then, yeah, now, so then we just shove the ball in here. I mean, actually, we don't even... I realise we should be dying to do damage now. Because he dies on the next turn. So... Actually, you know what? There's no point in doing damage unless we know that he's going to die. So I don't think we can do 5 damage. Can we? If he's going to fit. Yeah. You know, I mean, there's no point in not doing damage, you know. Yeah, because what I was thinking, because now I'm thinking like I want to do 2 damage, but if I wanted to, I could just like skip the turn and then he die of the 17 poison. Okay, we have taken a lot of damage there, but... And it's just fun to kill him with poison. Okay, so we level up. Set all dice to whatever you have. Okay, that would be... That, you know, if you had two ones, which is very easy for him to get, I can get all ones. But then we're losing it on the 6th thing. So I think we want to upgrade the thing that doubles. It was lower. Okay. Yeah. It's actually not that good. You know, it could be much better, but... Do we check these? Those 2 ones? Yeah. And then do we check the shop? Add for poison. Yeah. Okay, well there's a apple that we're leaving behind. Okay, so we want to... I mean, that's the thing. I was going to say we want to upgrade, but at this point we're kind of finished. And to get... I mean, we have 1 heal. Yeah, I think we want to do them in order of like healing. So I think we want to go for the dog first. So then we can heal twice. And then do... I don't know if we do the singer. Narv is strong against poison. Okay. Not good. He also has poison. Do damage and add 1 poison. So the claw is actually better than the poison needle. Is that it? Inflict 1? Yeah, but we can only use it once. Okay, so it's a 1 time. So we should do that. And then split the 2. And then split the 1. Yeah, then use all this. Then bump the 4. Yeah, so he's going to take... Let's see how the guard works. So he should be at 34. Okay, so he blocked 2 of the poison damage. I'm very into this one. We can curse him. But let's just stick to the plan, even though he is, you know, he's not taking poison damage the way we want him to. We actually could, I mean... What do we care about? 1 poison or... Cursing him once? Let's do it. Okay, so he's cursed his back, but then he's... Yeah, we managed to... We dodged the damage and the poison damage. So let's split the... Let's hit him first. Split the 4. Okay, we've been cursed. So now it takes your dice as well. That's bad. Yeah, it's just split the 1. Not ideal. Okay, so now we want to... If we can double the poison, he's dead. He's going to do a lot of damage. No, he's not. Okay, so he's cursed us. So we are going to... Hit the bump. Basically, I just want to play the... I want to play the 6 and the 2, so I'm going to bump the 4. Now I'm going to split the 5. Now I'm going to split the 1. But we're cursed. I mean, it's like, yeah, we can just keep on playing. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now he almost dies. I guess, you know, if we had added 1 more poison, he would have died better. I'm thinking we could use our Fury to kill him. Because he does do a lot I don't know, no, he can do 6 damage to us, max. So we just hope he doesn't do much. And he's going to do, what, 3 damage to us? With the poison though. Yeah, so he did 5. And then we kill him with 20 poison. Oh, you know what? Oh, because he doesn't actually take the full poison. Also, I've realised that there's a trophy for inflicting 30 poison on someone. And I think we could have got it if I attempted there, because all we have to do is double it one more time. But because I didn't, because I just skipped that turn, we can't get it, can we? You know, we need to get an 18. Which actually might... You see where cursed is the issue? Let's do this. Oh wait, let's do this. Okay. Okay, so we have to get 8. Okay, now we actually, like Pete was saying, we actually do need to do maths now. So right now, we have 11, and we need to do 7. If we use our unlucky though, we get 4. So we get 4 more. So we're basically, like, so we're at 15. Then we can plus 1 to 16, and then split a dice to 17. I'm pretty sure we're 1 away. That's annoying. We'll get it at some point. You know, I may as well do it. Nah, yeah, I shouldn't do it. I may as well just attempt to do it just to see. Did I do the mask correctly? Yeah, so we need 8. So I can plus 1 this. I can split this to get 2, so we need 6. I can plus it, so we need 5. And then I can get the 4 ones, which is, it takes me down to 1. So. I could have actually just killed them without the poison. Okay, so I guess we should heal. I'm pretty sure when we kill all these guys, we'll level up before the boss. So now I'm thinking, like, where do we go next? I kind of want to do the shop because the shop might have a heal in it. And the chest, you know, the chest is just going to get me an item that I might not even want anyway. Okay, so the guy's got a battle axe, which, as we know, we love. So this is kind of unfortunate. I think we split the 3. But he can actually do a lot of damage to us. I'm thinking of using my... There. Oh, and then we want to split the... If we split the 1, we get a bonus 1. If we split the 4, I mean, there's a chance we get 2 2s. 3 uses. Yeah, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna do that, do that. We actually need them all today. And we don't need to use this yet. Okay, so we'll get that almost done and do 2 damage to him. Is it worth it? See, now I'm thinking, like, do you actually always want to double the poison? I feel like no. You know, so he'd be at 10 now. With us, we can get him up to, like, even if we get him up to 7, he'll be at 14, you know. So we're gonna plus 1. See, now the 6 is kind of unusable, so I'm like, should we... No, let's split that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to put them all into poison. But then we need something. Yeah, I'm going to split the 6. And we've got a 1, which is perfect. Oh no, it's not actually, because we've got a 5. But either way. So yeah, now we're going to play... Oh no, so then we'll keep the 2. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then put the 5 into the... Yeah, okay. Poison. 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 Then... do that, so it does 4 damage to him. Then double the poison. Okay. And now he die, unless he's got some kind of poison debuff again. He does die. So I guess, you know, we may as well, we should poison him some more and... Actually, wait, so now we can maybe look into getting him to 30 poison. I don't want to, like, die because I'm trying to get out of the way though, but... You know, it's like, we could... Oh no, so he would die now. I was thinking if we get if we went to the next turn. Yeah, so we basically just have to do this and then get lucky. Because we don't have the 18 to get him. So let's just poison him so he definitely dies. Split that, split that. Do some damage to him. Because maybe, I mean, if we survive, hopefully the boss will be the one that we can do a bunch of damage to. A bunch of poison. Yeah, so that had the heal, that's what I was hoping for. And I don't care about these, so... Yeah, I think we want to use the heal. Because that's a better heal than this one without... Yeah. And then we're up against that king. Who's also immune. We're not immune to poison, but, you know. Inflict 1 poison, the only new dice. Okay, I don't think we care about that, so we're going to do the classic bump the 6. Split the 4, so we can use the 4, or no? 3 and a 1. Because one thing is, when we split the 1, we get a 1 back, which one they had, and then we get 1, 1. Like, so we basically gain 1 poison. This 4 is like unusable in the terms of being poisoned. If we split it, we can either get 2 2s, which is useful, or we get 3 1s, which is 1 more. So I do think basically we're turning 1 into 1 or 2. No, we're turning 1 into 2. Or we're turning 0 into 1 or 2. So I think splitting a 4 is actually better than splitting a 1. Yeah, so we got the 3, which is unusable, but we did get a new 1. And then we can use the 3 in other places. And we have enough now anyway, if we split this 1. Oh wait. Yeah, because... So now if we split this is basically the exact example I was talking about. Now the 3 is basically a 0. You know, it's unusable. However, we get a 1 and a 2 off it, which are both usable. So it's actually better to split the 3. I think anyway. Yeah, because either way we get a 2, which if we use it to not poison, like, you know, a 1 and a 2 is the exact same for this. However, also a 1 is better because it's worse outside of the poison. Yeah, so now we can choose where to put her to. Which I think is just going to be with the 6. So now he's going to do... Oh, so he doesn't even do damage to us, he only does poison. So hopefully this fight won't be that bad. You know, he's only going to do 2 damage now. Or 3 damage. I guess I need to... Oh, there, okay. I didn't realize I did the maths with what he had, and I didn't realize he's going to get a new dice every time. Okay, so... Same deal. Oh wait, okay, so basically, I think so if we have a 5, we should be putting it in here. Because that's just of the poison. And we didn't get a 5. But we could, you know, we could put a 3 and a 2 in here. I mean, that is interesting. Let's do that. We're gonna put a 3 and a 2 in here. Okay, he can use it multiple times because he has 6, we only have the 1. Okay. Well, so that was a waste, but it was interesting, wasn't it? One thing, do we want to bump a... No, it's the exact same. I'm thinking if we bump a 2, bump a 1 into a 2 and then use a split, it's the exact same. I'm actually slightly worried about this one. Especially because he's weak to poison. You know, we need to do more, or he's not weak to poison. So we need to do more damage than we think we do. Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna do a lot. Well, I mean, it depends what he gets after that. He's gonna get 2. Oh my god. Right, that's unfinished. Yeah, so basically we've got like 2 turns left. So yeah, turning that. So I'm turning the 5. It's a 3 poison. I feel like it makes sense. Obviously, it depends if we're using the 5 to double the poison, which we like have right now. You know, we could play the 5, the 4. We could bump the 4. Yeah, I think that's better. I think it's better to double than to do whatever we're going to do. Yeah, so I'm going to bump that just so I don't forget. Then they're both going in there. So then I'm going to split the 3, then split the 2. And then... Yeah. So... Jesus, he does not take that... the poison debuff is like really bad, isn't it? And if it can put the one in there... Wait, why'd you do that? Why'd you... This AI so silly. He has managed to get all 6 poisons on me. So we die next turn. Do we just get... do we just double the poison and hope we get lucky? So that's the thing, I don't understand the exact maths of like, you know, he should die. He's got 25 poison, 21 health. How much poison do we need on him? You know, we're gonna wiki something. Dicey, dungeons, strong against poison. If you inflict 4 poison, then enemy target they take 4 damage. Half damage? Bloody hell. I thought it'd be like 1.5. Okay, so we need to get 42 poison on him. Okay, so is this the... Do we not go... do we not just put all our stuff into Blight Plus? Then he'll be at 50. Then he'll die. And we'll also get a Delphi as we do it. Okay, amazing. Yeah, I did not think they would take half damage, that's crazy. Okay, so now we can upgrade. I don't know what we want to upgrade. I guess having bumped twice would be good. If we ever get a 6, we can bump it into 2 1s. Splitting on a 6. So, and then this means if we ever get a 6, it will have to be 3 2s, which would be useful. So I guess maybe the lockpick is better because the... You know what I'm thinking? If we get a 6... No, but that's different actually. If we get a 6, we can keep the 6 and poison. Whereas this is turning a 6 into 3 poisons. I think we don't actually want any of them. Do we have it in here that we're not using? Anything is a heal. I mean, I don't actually care. Getting a 3 and get 2 1s? No. That's actually the fact that this isn't once per battle. If you put a 1 in there, you get 2 1s. So basically means you get... Or like a 6. Oh no, but you have to, I guess you have to spend a 6. You know, at any time, you have to... The first time you spend it, but then to get it every turn, you have to spend it every single turn. So it's not... I don't know. Yeah, I think we just do the bump. You know, I feel like our win is basically up to RNG, and I'm pretty sure we level up after this, so we should heal as much as possible. And again, double check the... Yeah. Yeah, so after this fight, I think we heal. So that's why I didn't feel bad about using the apples. Okay, so she doesn't do much damage until she does. So hopefully this is a good poison situation. Yeah, so now we can bump a 5 into a 6 and a 1. That is interesting. Then split a 3. Then split the 2. Then go 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Then weaken her, I guess. You let me as well. I mean, like 2 on a... 2 on something like that is like kind of pointless. It's maybe the worst one to weaken though, because it doesn't... Yeah, she's not going to use it, and then when she does use it, it'll be fine. Okay, so we have her increase poison by 50%. So I think that's like, it makes me not even want to like do that, you know? So I think we'll just do, but see, it's annoying, she's always going to weaken us. We just have to hope she doesn't weaken the... You know, okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to change these into 1s, split the 3, split the 2, then just poison her normally. Oh, sorry, I meant to play the weaken, but I realised we can't. Yeah, so then I think we want to play the 6 and the 5. And then just leave it. Maybe we should have used that there, because it's still, I mean, we're adding 5 poison. Okay, so she's going to weaken us again, twice. And she's going to do 12 damage. This could be it. Split a dice into, split a value into. And she's still... I think we might actually die. If she gets 4 4s, we've lost. Just because she's done that again. Split value into, so I put a 2 in there. Oh, okay, I get, you only get 1 dice back, I'm guessing. If I think if you put a 5 in there, you get 1 3. Or like if you put a 2 in there, you get 1 1. Okay, so we're going to... We're going to split the 5 because we can't do much with it. What's the point of the bump? When are we going to use a bump? So we got a 4. So we can... I don't know what to do. I think we just play the poison and then weaken her. And then hopefully that saves us. You know, maybe they'll do less damage. Okay. So we have been... I don't know, because I did the math and I was like, why is she playing it there? Yeah, so we have been saved. As long as we can kill her now. Okay, so if we can do that. Hopefully she's... I do know if they're good against poison, I guess does it just always say? Yeah, like we can poison a little bit. Then attack her. Then double the poison. Okay. Oh my god. So we have full healed, get another dice, get a chest with... Did you see 2 damage from each attack? If you have a 5. I don't know. I know I said I wanted the shield, but at this point, I don't know what to get rid of. Thief versus Aoife. It's weird because the boss in the last one was Scottish as well. Obviously this is more Irish, but... Oh, no, actually, yeah, no, the last one, it was an Irish... It's a Scottish-Irish mythological... like, person. 56 health. What does she do? So she shields. She does a bunch of damage. You know, she does like 2 to 8 damage every turn. And then with her other 4 dice, she's going to build up her... Well, actually, only twice. She's going to build up her shield, which could go to 10 per turn. And then the other dice go into the charge, which is going to do 10 damage, then 20. So she's actually kind of poison coded as well. But she's like putting shield on herself to then give it to me. So, what are we going to do to her? I think we're going to bump to 6. You know what, I wonder, because we're going to use our Fury, which is going to give us 4 1s, which is basically perfect for this. So it's like we should actually be using the Vest on other things. And we should be using our Fury now. I might have actually messed up by getting more than we're meant to, but just so I don't get confused. We're just going to play all of our 1s into here. And then now we can do whatever, I mean, we're basically just doing damage or putting them into either of these. So I think doubling poison is more important, so I think we're going to play the 6 in here. And then buff the 4 into a 5. And then that as well, actually. I know, we could actually just double it now. No, there's no point in doubling it now, you may as well double it after. Next time. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to play the 2, get it basically there that you go. Then split these. Play 1 over here for bonus damage. And play the others here. Okay. So that's what we want to kill her as fast as possible. She's doing 5 damage now, but that's going to go up. I guess, oh, that's into this himself. Because it's kind of good, and it's good for her, it's good for me and good for her. Because poison goes through shield. So if you're playing this on a normal fight, like if I use my dagger now, it will bring her shield down. Which means she'll do less damage. But what this means is, I'm going to be doing damage to her without getting her shield. Which also means her damage is going to keep on going up. That's very, very interesting. We have her shield now as well. And also that does mean if we want, we can use the dagger to get her damage down. So there's a lot going on now. We're going to start with that. Then split the 4 and hopefully we get a 2. Then split that. Yeah, then we're going to go 1. 1. This is difference to use a 1 or 2 that. I guess we should bump the 6. Let's do that. 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 It's very confusing. Yeah, so now actually we want to play the 6 here. Even though, you know, obviously you don't want to overkill it, but the 6 can't do anything. Whereas these can still be played. Yeah, so we want to play the 6. Then we want to... yeah, use the 4 here. Last thing too, do we just want to shield up? Or get her shield? Yeah, I think we don't even want to get her... No, yeah. Getting our shield up and getting her shield down is the exact same. Except hers... No, yeah, it's the exact same. So I want to get her shield up, down, just because it kind of feels better, to be honest. Maybe actually, let's do that, and then let's just do 1 to her shield. But we do on her as long as we don't die. She does a lot of damage quickly is what's the thing. We've got high those, but I think we actually should be fine. We can double now, can't we? Okay, so I think we're gonna play these. We're gonna split the 3 to play the 1 and the 1. And then we're gonna bump, we're gonna bump that. Do 6, 6. 5, 2. And I believe that's it. Nice. Wow. Now we're back to the Jester. Who's gonna spin the wheel? It's crazy how long this game is. You know, it was an hour and 10 minutes on... I did die a lot at the start, but... And of course, we're never getting out. We've finished our first thief, we've managed to stack 10 and 30 poison. But guys, actually, we should have got to the field like way earlier. That was when I got a few to go for the warboats. Okay, so now we've not actually unlocked episode 4. How'd you... Okay, so that was only episode 1. So if we unlock if we do episode 2, we get episode 4. On your first turn, all dice of those are 1, then they're 2, then they're 3, then they're 4. I don't know if I kind of want to do like 1 on each guy, you know? This is the one that on PSN Profile said this is a 1 out of 10. I guess we should start, I don't want to like, we shouldn't go to the weird one before we do the actual one. Yeah, so the Jester is going to take ages to unlock. You know, if you think I've been live for an hour today and we've seen him once and we lost against him. Yeah, so the way the robot works is instead of rolling, actually it's still getting dice, you just do it a different way. I guess it's more blackjack. Yeah, so we don't start with any dice, but we can push R2 to get a 3. And then we can continue as much as we want. So hopefully that, you know, we can't bust out. The maximum we get is a 6. And we did get a 6. And then when you get a 6, you get like a bonus thing. So, sure, I'm sure we can win here, can't we? There we go. So I'm not sure if we have that yet, but there's also a trophy for winning on your first turn. So there's that one. Okay, yeah, so now is where the mask comes in. We have a 5. We could get a 4. We could get a 1, we could get a 2, we could get a 3, we could get a 4. If we get a 5 and 6, I'm pretty sure Well, I don't know, because we can still do damage, can't we? Can we not do that? And it's like, why would we not go again? We got a knight, you know, we got it again. Yeah, so let's do that. And then that, I mean 5 damage is a lot. Yeah, so I don't understand. It's like once you've used your dice, I don't think they don't like take back the damage, you know? I guess it means it's harder to plan out. So the Jester has been found. Steadyhead is weak to shock. Yeah, so I think anytime we're not at 6. Yeah, so now we're 5 away, so now then we need to start playing. Who do you want to shield up? Is that both of them? I can only shield up once and I've put it in the wrong place. Okay, so... And again, we're getting lucky. I'm trying to like... Because I've also not played the game for years. I'm trying to like show off the mechanic while also understanding it myself. But we are just getting like the best RNG possible. Okay, so we're gonna play here. We're gonna put that there. Yeah, so then when you bust it, it's just the game's finished. So is it? I don't even get what the push pull, like the choice of should we go one more? Should you not always go one more? You know, like I said, it stops you from planning, but. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get why you wouldn't always go for the last one. Because it's kind of like it's like blackjack if you could bet and then win the bet and then keep going. That P shoot, I mean, I know it's weakened, but it's like, that's so bad. I wonder, does the number reset? Is that what I'm missing? So is that 2? When we hit others, it comes back at 5? No, it comes back at 2. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't understand this guy. Why do you not just always play? I'm gonna heal. Even though I did say, you know, the guy's like easy to kind of understand, but we're not. Seems like his starting equipment is not great. Don't remember what his Fury does. I think there's something to do with like it automatically gives you the best numbers you can get or something like that. Actually, we can check, can't we? Jackpot guaranteed, yeah, so I think it gives you whatever you need to get. I guess here it gives a 5 and a 6. Or I think like here it would give you a 6. Or it would be the opposite, you wouldn't use it here, you'd use it when you need a 1, I guess. Yeah, like so now you could use it. Get a 1. And then 5 damage. Let's do it. So we can heal, we can do 5 damage. I mean 5 damage is a lot, isn't it? And shield up, I guess. Yeah, this guy, I don't understand the gimmick of the banked up system. 60s are not good for this guy, I've just realised that. We're actually very close to death. I think we do. Do we level up or no? I think we do. I think again we're going to find the... Oh no, okay, we do. We're going to find the Jester again and then... Buster Sword, do however much damage, immune to others. Okay. do however much damage, double on jackpot. Okay, so now understand that you want to get the, before you play your dice, you want to get the jackpot first. That was into this, and if you know, if you're on a, I look at these two are like the opposite. But what I think is that this one, oh no, this means this one means you can play one more time. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. Do 1 damage, add 1 each though. So yeah, so this is the same. Where this one, yeah. So now saying I didn't get the gimmick, it's just because we didn't have the gimmick yet. Yeah, so this means that if you do it on your first R2, you do 1 damage, but if you wait like 4 times, it will go to 4. But 4 damage is like what? Compared to Plasma Blaster, it starts about that. Level 2 6s, increase jackpot range this turn. Okay, double dice value. If you put a 3 in there, you get a 6. Increase jackpot range this turn. That seems to be really good, no? I'll just buy that. You know, we need to see what things do. And then hopefully we can beat the Jester. Same dialogue. Lazy devs. Okay, so we've got a 2. Okay, so I think we want to... I mean, a 6. We actually want to save the 6, don't we? I'm thinking like we want to do that. I'm kind of, you know, I'm going to use the jackpot. And then now we're going to play... What are we going to do? We're going to use this one, so yeah, if we put a 2 in there, we'll do 4 damage. That seems good. And I guess the 6 just goes in here. And then the shield. Now we do 5 damage. Yeah, the reason I'm using it is because technically, that, like, this is our boss, you know? The goal of today was to beat this guy 5 times and unlock him. So the fact we've got the RNG to get him means that, you know, we're going all out to kill him. Okay, so let's see what this is. We spend 5. Ah, okay, yeah, so I thought it doesn't let you, because the CPU is how much dice you can have. The jackpot range is different. So if we get a 1 or a 2, we get a jackpot. Yeah, so either way, if you think what with this 4, either we're going to play it here and do 4 damage, play it here and do 3 damage, or if we get a Ether, we're going to play it here anyway and do 4 damage. And then if this does go up, if we get a 1 or 2, this will go up to 4 or 5. So I think either way we should play. Yeah. Oh, and then the jackpot, then it stops when you get there. That's it. So the jackpot range actually brings it down. That's very interesting. So I think that means we play... I think we do that, and then just do like 1 damage to him. Yeah, so I feel like we're doing a lot better than last time. We actually could just... I kind of want to just test out what happens if we use the jackpot. So yeah, it gives us a random thing that adds up to 11. Then we can kill him. Yeah, so now the Jester, I think on a future run, he'll now show up on the 3rd floor. And then we need to keep on beating him. Okay, so let's go upgrade first. The upgrade seems like the best thing there. Maybe copies are better, but... Okay, so we have 2 4s. I think we want to play at least 1. And yeah, same thing. So this 4, we're either going to play it here afterwards or play it there. I mean, it's the same thing. That's a funny thing. So if these are dice, which, what does it actually... We're going to get a 1. And again. And again. And again. Okay. I like that the achievement, the Dofi picture is him. Right, nice. So we're gonna do this. We could get 1 more. Oh, you know, I should have used that. Oh no, we've got less. Okay. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. We can't do anything. We can do 1 damage. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We can get a shield. We can't do that. I mean, we may as well. There's no point doing that. What a weird guy. What, like, such a strange kind of introduction. So we're going to use one of our dice. We'll get others out, okay. See, I'm getting addicted to the jackpots now. Like, imagine we could just always jackpot. I do like that, so if these, the first 2 are 50. And then we can just kill them. So now we can upgrade. Pea-shooter now does 4 damage. That's actually, I mean, it's so much better than it was. Plus 1 shield. Now that doesn't have to be even, which, sure. Jackpot damage by 2. Plus 2 damage. Plasma blaster can now be a 6. I think it's the buster sword. Plus 2 damage is good. We're going to heal up. I mean, so now we're at 5, which is good. You know, actually having the mechanical arm not be evens would have been good for when we had all 1s. So that is something to think about. Yeah, I think I want to shield. Just put that in there and then see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, so the Buster Sword definitely seems good. Just as, like, no matter what, we're doing at least 2 damage at the end. How does burn work? Oh, you just got burn in dice, yeah. I guess we shouldn't do that. Oh no, yeah, we should see what else we get. Yeah. So we're gonna die, however, as long as we get a 3, which we did just get. So we can do that, and then that. I guess I should have went for, I think we're gonna level up. Yeah, if you could have went for the jackpot there, which would have let me heal. So there's, you know, do 1 damage, get new dice, plus 1. Okay. That's weird. So is it, yeah, it's a bump that also does damage. I mean, that's called the bump blade. So what we're at, we have to be, if we're at 7, we're safe. No, we're not safe. No, we're definitely not safe. I wonder if we're now, if we had the cheat code plus, if we use that now, would it have put us in like an automatic jackpot? So we'll do that. We'll shield up. We'll do that, I think. We may as well do that. We'll do that. And we'll do that. Yeah, I feel like the Buster Sword is like good. Just because it takes away some of the thinking. You know, like, I just will use the sword at the end. Like, even no matter what we get. So same thing, we want to go to 7, now we're unsafe. So we should start to play the 2. We actually almost win. And we do win. Because we can... Yeah, so I mean, so like, we can either do damage now that, you know, we don't need to do, technically. Yeah, we win, so we should actually heal. I like this guy, he's like, I mean, this is so different than the other 2. I just don't know what's good with him though, he has like so many things. He's like the most like gimmicky, I mean, I hate the pea-shooter is like so bad. So, you know, 5 for 2 compared to anything for 3. Anything above. Seems good. Floor 4, we've got the Keymaster with the Keyblades. Okay, so... Now we want to start playing some stuff. So we're gonna play the... We're gonna play that. We're gonna play that. Yeah, so the ray gun is good for your second thing above a minimum 3 actually. Oh no, no, yeah, I'm with it. Yeah, so, you know, a 4 and a 5 should go in here first, but then afterwards they can go in here. Into this one. And then a 2. My 2 goes nowhere actually. So maybe, yeah, maybe we should have flipped that. And then we get plus. But we get a 4. I like the music here. I don't know if it's been the same. Like, I actually can't tell if this is new music, but it would make sense that each character has their own score. And this is kind of like the party, you know? Okay, so we're still safe. We're no longer safe. We're going to play the 5 here. And we're going to bust. We didn't bust, so we're going to play that. We're going to play that. And then we're going to play that. Yeah, this guy's cool. Kind of can't tell if I'm doing well as him, or if I'm just kind of playing, you know? Okay, we're no longer safe, so we're going to start to play. And we're going to do 4 damage. And we're going to actually go here, I think. Because we could get another even. Which we did not, but... Yeah, then we shield. And we actually did get another even. Guess actually another dicer might have been better. Okay, we have now been poisoned. We're gonna play the... We're gonna play the 2 here. 4 here. The 3 here. And the 5. So we all... we actually do win, don't we? Yeah, so now we should see if we can heal. Which we didn't, but then we went anyway. So, yeah, go for the chest. Add 1 shield, add... Okay, so this is the same as the mechanical armor. I actually kind of like the idea of having them both, and I'm not using the cheat code. So, obviously it's huge. So I guess we'd also get rid of the... Add 1 shield... No, yeah, I don't actually like that then. Let's put the bump in it. I don't know if we're ever going to use it, but... And then now, I'm pretty sure we're going to heal, so we may as well just heal once. Crystalina. So Anthony, how's it going? We are living it up in Dicey Dungeons, playing as a robot. So the bump does 1 damage and then we get a 6. But we don't do we? I mean, I guess we do kind of want a 6. It does 1 damage though. Yeah, I don't get the bump. So then we go here, and then hopefully we get something, and if not, we just do that. Get an random crystal weapon. Okay. Nice. Okay, that was crazy. I guess the 1 damage, you know, like, it's just 1 damage, but we... I don't know. This is going to do 7. Then we can turn a 2. I mean, this is... Because of the fact you get it back, it basically is just a 3-1 damage. I mean, it feels pointless, but... Like, why not? Then we want to... Just do 1 damage, then do that much. And then see what happens. It's got very weird very fast. How's the platinum? It's meant to be long, but I don't think it's meant to be that hard. But also the game is a certain level of difficulty, you know, it's not super hard, but it's not easy. You just have to kind of learn it. But yeah, you have to play there's what, 6 characters, and they each have 6 levels, and each level takes about an hour. So it'll take about 36 hours, maybe less than that. But and also that assumes that you don't die, you know, if you were to complete them all like first time. But 4 hours in, we'll see how long it actually takes. Okay, so we're saving the 6. We're gonna bump the bump the 1 into a 2, then play the 2. We actually almost have beat him now, so I think we just do that. Yeah, so then we go one more to maybe get a jackpot. And if not, he dies. We level up to get CPU counter +1 for 2. Like, only 2 uses this turn. That actually seems amazing, no? And then that one, you can spend, you know... I mean, that one just seems stupid. You can basically spend a 2 to get 2 back. But I guess the point is if you're at, like, if the CPU counter was at, let's say 10, and you were at 6, it's now unsafe. But you could play a 2 to get it down to a 4 to make it safe again. So basically, it basically means that you give away one of your dice to get another one. Whereas this one, I'm like, you can put anything in there and then you just get more and more dice. So okay, so let's get rid of the... Maybe the day gun, you know, like I'm not... But I mean, the day gun is what we're going to use with the multiple dice. So maybe we do keep that. Maybe it's the bump blade. I don't know. Maybe it's a shield. Let's delete the shield. Do 5 damage. Do 3 damage, get a new dice. I mean, that's just... That seems better now. Wonder how the CPU counter works with getting a new dice. Okay, so we're gonna go for the upgrade first, even though, I mean, we have like hardly any heals. Hopefully we can get some back with the guy. Yeah, like, CPU counter +1, 2 uses this turn. You know, it depends if it only goes up, if it goes up to 15 then goes back down to 13, then it's bad, but we just need to see. Okay, so we're now in enemy territory. I'd look at this as minimum 3, this is maximum 3, that's fun. I don't really know what to do. I want to use the CPU counter, but I don't know on what. I wish we had like a 1 to use. Do we just... No, there's no point getting a 5. Let's do it. Let's put the 4 in here. Put the 5 in here and just see what happens. Oh, we go up. I thought the amount. Right. Okay. Well, we're not using this then. I thought this was going to put up our max CPU, but it puts up our current CPU. So this is basically the exact same as the one that makes the jackpot go up, like down, but this goes up. Okay, so let's just go. Yeah, so we don't like that. We've decided. We've hardly used, I mean, we've never used Refude. I think we used it once. Yeah, the CPU counter, and yeah, so it obviously these sets. So we're not safe. It's only if we get a 6. So let's see, the bump play just confuses me. Yeah, let's just play this and then go one more, and then do 1 damage. And then put the CPU... Like, that's... I don't know if I like that, it's weird. And then we're gonna... I think we're actually gonna heal. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's so... I think it's like so specific. If we... maybe we could do like... Could you do like a jackpot build? If we had the increment and the cheat code? Okay, we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna just go and then play the 5. Because we, yeah, because we can't do anything, I'm going to use the Fury. So we've got a 4. I think I just want to do damage. Yeah. Do 4 damage or do 6. Yeah, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to do that, then that. I wonder what the bump update is, like, the +1 damage, even if it was +2, it'd feel so much better. Okay, so now, as long as we don't heal again, we're taking a lot of damage. But we win, as long as we can get a non-fire as close. So we'll do this first. Actually, yeah, we do that, and then basically no matter what we get, as long as we get a 2 here, yeah. And then we should go for the jackpot. Actually, let's enter this. We could use 2 of our dice to get the jackpot. And then you heal for 3, don't you? Then they do damage to us. Is that it? Yeah, I'm thinking of like, we could take damage to get some health back, but I think we'd actually end up taking more damage. I think we just attack. Oh no, we should do we should still work for the jackpot. And all of that confusion, I forgot how to actually play the game. So now we can upgrade. So we can now play a 3, 4, 5, or 6, and it will do 4 damage. We're gonna play 1, 2, 3, 4. It will do that damage and get us a new dice. Otherwise, we actually haven't been using it. CPU counter we can use forever. No, yeah, we're not doing that. Mechanical arm on anything. Bump blade you can use twice. Force field can be anything. Cheat code. I don't even know what to do. I feel like I don't really get what we're doing yet. I think it could be the mechanical arm just because it gives me more space to kind of play around, or the bump blade because yeah, I think so. I think it's the bump. I think they're like equal, the bump blade and the mechanical arm. And then now I think we want this small shield back. Just because the increment is like, you know, I can use it. I understand how to use it. I just don't want to use it. I think we die here though. There's so much fighting before we get any health. Skeleton is going to do like 12 damage. Yeah, we've done what? So the average, he's going to roll 3 dice. The average of 3 dice. Is it just 9? Is that how you do it? Do you just half it? You know, like if you pick the best 2, you'll be a 6 and a 3. Well, I guess I don't know, maybe is the average 6 actually, because the average you get is 3.5. Like he's going to basically play like a 3 and a 4, I think. And he's got so much health. Yeah, I think I think no matter what we've died. Let's just see what happens. So we've got a 5. Let's play again. Okay, so now we're an enemy headed today. We bump. We can't, yeah, so it doesn't let you bump to get a 1 in this one. I think we bump again. Then we play that. And then we hopefully get the jackpot. Okay, so he's going to do 12 damage to us, what the hell? Okay, so do we use the auto now to get into a jackpot, or do we use it when... Oh no, wait, we have to survive. Because now he's going to... Now, on average, he is going to kill us if we don't heal or shield. So I think you use the jackpot thing when you're about to... Like, when you're about to crash out, so like now. And we got a 5, which is not what we wanted. So I'm pretty sure to survive, we have to heal. But now I don't know what to do. Yeah, because we can't heal and we can't get a new dice. So I think the only thing we can do is to bump the 5 into a 6, and then bump the 4 into a 5, and then play the 6 here. I mean, it doesn't actually matter what we play that. Yeah, but play the lowest here. Okay, yeah, and then play the 6. And then play the 5. So he has, as long as he doesn't kill us, which he has killed us. Yeah, like, I was going to say, I think technically we could have done 20 damage to him and on the next turn. If he hadn't have killed us. Though 10 ones on the yeah, so I guess that one wasn't pointless, and we did kill the Jester. So I do think I'm going to leave it there for today. We made, look at this, we beat one episode, we checked out the robot, and we did kill the Jester once. So I think what I'm going to do over the weekend, I'm going to find some way to like kill the Jester without doing any new episodes. So now that I know he's on floor 3, it shouldn't be that hard to like whatever. I might actually end up beating the robot because technically, you know, we're at the boss there. Because I do believe, actually maybe this one. I mean, basically on PSN profiles, it says that one of them is like super easy. So I might do that one as like my quick way of getting to floor 3 to check. And then hopefully on Monday we can get this done in Dicey Dungeons. And then on Tuesday, it'll be a chill Crash Bandicoot thing, getting up to the 3rd boss. And that will be Warboats finished. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. We had Matt, Blink, Pete, and Sondre they came in. It's a fun game. I do think, like I said, when I'm back in June, you know, I've started to pick what games I'm going to play. We've got Blueprints, we've got Dungeon Crawler, we've got Dicey Dungeons. And I do think this does seem like a high potential. Because it's like, it's fun, it's interesting, and it's like so different as well. Like, I feel like every episode is like, even like the witches, like so completely different, and we didn't even get to the inventor. Yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, and yeah, back on hopefully Monday. You know, we will see. You know how it goes. Yeah, thanks for watching.